Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the last few days to CAT. Now the CAT have the hardly few days remaining for the CAT, so this video will help you to strategize yourself for the last couple of days. Alright, now before I start I want to talk to you about your holidays, about the plans for your holidays. Fine, I don't know about you, but it worked wonder for me when I used to think about where I'm going for a holiday after my CAT. Fine, so I'm doing it for last 5 years. I'm taking CAT for last 5 years, and every year I plan a holiday after my exams, so that I can re-energize myself. But more importantly, then the moment you start thinking about the holiday, you start feeling relaxed. There are like few more days, and then you are off the hook. Fine. So please think about your holiday plans before you jump onto the CAT preparation after for the last few days. Alright, so let's talk about the preparation part. First important thing is the basics. Almost 33% of the paper is going to be based on your basics. There will be some questions which have been directly taken from the formulas and everything. I know it sounds a little bit shocking for some of the people who have joined some tough mocks, but trust me, there will be around 33% of the paper. If I talk about quant section, 7 out of the 10, 7 out of 20 quant questions are going to be based on your books. So if you're a Cetking student, please go through your phase 1 and phase 2 books, because 7 questions will be directly based on especially phase 1 books. Alright. Next is moving on to the quant section. These are important areas of quant, and I wanted to focus on these six main areas, which are your equations, numbers, geometry, function graphs, permutation, combination, probability, and arithmetic. So these are your 6 chapters which are your most important topics. Fine. So do these topics first, then look at the other topics. Now topic like time, speed, distance, the question in the exam will be impossible to solve, trust me. Easy the topic, tough the question, so you can avoid this topic. Fine. And these are your analysis of last 5-year papers of CAT. So these are the 6 main important area which you have to work on. Fine. Second important thing is actual papers. Now CAT repeats itself from 1990 to especially 2004. Forget about 2005, 6, 7, 8. The paper was very tough. So you can avoid those papers from 5 to 8. Yep. But these papers are must. There will be again another 33% of the question, almost 33 questions, 33% will be based on that. Yep. So it'll be very good idea to go through all the actual papers of it. In fact, I can tell you to stop taking any mocks. Rather than that, take actual papers as mock. Fine. Moving on to the DI section. In DI section, again, everything is important. Bar chart and tables are the most important part of exams. So almost every year you'll see questions on tables and bar charts. So they are kind of a must-do questions of last 5 years. Alright, moving to the verbal section. Again, within verbal section, everything is important. Fine. If you've joined Cetking workshop, these 6 workshop are more than sufficient for you to score well in the exam. Fine. So again, breaker wise, RC, parajumbles, paragraph, all the 6 areas are equally important. Fine. So please work on these areas. Fine. Mocks, if you are already scoring around 95 plus in your mocks, score of 95 plus, percentile of 99 plus, and score of 90 plus in the mock, I think you should continue the mocks. Take 1 mock a day, or keep going on with the mock strategies. But if you're scoring less than that, if you're not even touching 90, I would seriously advise you to do less mocks and work on your basics and actual CAT papers more. Basics and actual CAT papers. It will be very helpful for you. Alright. Next section is the logical reasoning. If I talk about CAT logical reasoning, the main thing is a puzzle. Unlike other exams, almost 90% of the logic section is going to be based on puzzles. So FIJ, truth liar, everything else is one question, but main thing is puzzles. So if you've joined Cetking workshop, the green books, the advanced book we have sent to you, trust me, all these papers, they include all the actual papers and all, especially your DI and LR third book. The 100% of the CAT paper will be based on that. Obviously not the word by word, but every CAT question of DI and LR will be based on that one small book you have. Please don't leave that book. Fine. Moving to the next part, these are my 12 workshops which I take for CAT. There are 6 workshops on verbal and sorry quant, and 6 workshops for verbal. If you have 5 days remaining for the CAT exam, I think it's a very good idea to join these workshop or to go through these workshops. You already joined us. Trust me, you have enough time. Yep, don't worry about that. Fine. Weak areas, to be very frank, we don't have enough time to improve your weak area. You will not become god of the areas overnight, but what you can do is at least do the basics. Fine. Especially for the topics you're planning to leave, like logs, coordinate geometry, all the topics which you're planning to leave, at least do the basics, because you never know, you can expect an easy question out of that as well. Alright, so one last important thing, the other exam, I know most of you, some of you have already started focusing on the other exams like Symbiosis, Narsimonji, CMAT, CET and other exams. But I would advise you one thing, like for example, if I talk about Narsimonji, NMAT is just one college. 65,000 people applying for one college. SNAP have two main colleges, SMHRD and SIBM. Fine. Similarly, CMAT have got only 4 colleges. Yep. So even though the exam is easy, the competition will be very tough. Whereas on the other hand, CAT, 2 lakh people, 2 lakh applicants, and number of seats 6,000. So CAT actually is very easy to crack if I compare the number of seats to convert. Fine. And trust me, out of that, look around you, 90% of people have lost hope that they're not going to get a call from IIMs. Fine, 90%. That's my survey I do every year. Almost 90% of people going to the exam, they say then they're not confident whether they'll get a call. Fine. So let's remove them out of the competition. So your competition is only 20,000 people applying for 6,000 seats. Yep, that's it. So please keep yourself motivated for the last few days. It's very important. Fine. Moving into the last part, attempts. If you are targeting 99 percentile, trust me, you can do it. Being an Indian student, we have worked hard for last few days. Fine. Even if you have 5 days for CAT, is more than sufficient for the exam. Trust me, to improve yourself. Obviously not starting from scratch, but if you have done your basics, 5 days is more than sufficient. So quant and verbal around 22 to 25 is a very good attempt. Especially verbal area, don't over attempt. Any attempt above 25, like 26, 27, 28, your percentile will fall because your accuracy is going to fall. Fine. So my thumb rule says with a decent accuracy, you can expect a good score. 22 to 25 is a very good attempt. Don't overdo your attempts. Yep. Finally, just to summarize everything, that first of all, do basics of all chapters. Fine. Number 2, work on the important areas which I talked about earlier. Number 3, shortcuts. If you can join Cetking workshops or try to identify how you can save your time in the areas. Number 4 is no more mocks and work on your more mock strategies, because very important to strategize yourself for the mocks. Fine. Actual papers. Other exams, don't worry. I'm going to focus on other exams as well, but right now the focus should be only on CAT. Attempt should be 20 to 25. Fine. If you want to join us or any more details, please log on to cetking.com or join me on Facebook or call us on 9820500380. Fine. We have a CAT Dream Team forum, so I would really advise you to add yourself there, because we're going to do all the paper analysis and everything on the forum on day-by-day basis, so that you know what kind of questions are coming in the exam. Alright, all the best.